Would you want to live your life to the fullest? It will be really hard to do unless you can calm and relax yourself when you need it most. Fortunately, relaxation, the ability to relax, is just a skill, and like any other skill, it can be trained and improved upon. Today I'll talk about why relaxation is so important, as well as share some ideas on how one might get better at this very useful skill. If you're new to the channel, I'm Modern Monk, and here I explore topics related to mindfulness, as well as things that will help you take interest in yourself. As the famous philosopher Lao Tzu has said, those who understand others are intelligent. Those who understand themselves are enlightened. One of the main reasons anxiety and stress is such a big problem these days is that people don't know how to relax anymore. Our senses have been dulled by constant external stimuli, our attention stolen by social media, anxious thoughts, and various other things that make it hard to relax. And if you can't find time to properly rest throughout your day, all the stress, anxiety eventually piles up and you explode and melt down. But who has time to relax these days, right? Fortunately for you, you don't need a lot of time to relax. If you're good at the skill, if you know what you're doing, all it takes is 15 to 20 minutes to completely reset yourself. If you are one of those people who scrolls their phone with an illusion that it gives you some sort of a break, you need to wake up from this dream. I've covered the topic of why that is not possible, as well as shared some ideas how to combat your social media habits in a different video. I'll link it in the description if you're interested. The very first thing I want you to take away, that being able to relax is a skill. Yes, some of us are more prone to anxiety and stress, so relaxation will be harder for some. However, that doesn't change the fact that it is a skill, and like any other skill, if you practice it consistently, you will get better at it. And being better at relaxation does not only mean that you will be able to, say, fall asleep easier, you will be able to relax when all hell is breaking loose in your life. In other words, the better you are at the skill, the more stress and anxiety you can handle while still being able to rest and relax. It would be hard for me to think of a better skill to invest your time in today's culture, as it will expand to all areas of your life. In other words, your potential as a human being will level up significantly regardless of what you want to do with your life. So how do we learn to relax? What do we need to do exactly? Well, I'll look at it from two angles. Firstly, your ability to control your body, and secondly, your ability to control your attention. What do I mean by saying controlling your body? You might not know it yet, but you have a superpower. That superpower is called your breath. With your breathing, you have the ability to control your entire nervous system. And most importantly for this topic, with conscious breathing, you are able to slow your heart rate down and stimulate your calming part of your nervous system. If breathing is not a topic you have explored in more detail, I have covered 5 things I wish I knew about breathing that have completely transformed my life in a different video. I'll link it somewhere here and you'll find it in the description as well if you're interested. Learning how to breathe correctly and consciously is a big part of being able to relax at will. For example, police officers and soldiers are trained specific breathing techniques to help them relax under stressful conditions. Most of these techniques are fairly simple, and some of them are even part of your genetic heritage. In other words, you were born with some specific breathing patterns to help you relax, you just need to understand how to use them. On top of that, breathing is a zero-cost tool, and there's numerous studies that have shown all the benefits it might have. For example, deliberate breathing was shown to reduce cortisol levels, the hormone associated with stress. Diaphragmatic breathing also reported lower levels of anxiety and improved emotional regulation. Controlled breathing was shown to improve attention and focus, enabling better performance in cognitive tasks. And there are many other benefits, and I could talk all day about this, but it's a lot better if you can actually experience it yourself. I have some guided breathworks on my channel where I try to make the experience of breathing enjoyable. I give guidance and try to help you stay in the present moment by helping you find interest in the smallest of sensations. But as with anything, it requires consistent and diligent practice to reap any benefits. Some breathworks are oriented at relaxation, some at energizing you, and if you do them consistently, you will soon build intuition of the patterns and you will be able to use them in your day-to-day life. The links to the playlists will be in the description if you're interested. Have you had any encounters with deliberate breathing in your life? Let me know in the comment section, I would love to read all about it. Let's talk about the second part of this relaxation equation, your ability to control your attention. Picture your attention as a scope, which can expand to include more things or contract to include less things that you are conscious of. For example, consider how your vision works. You could narrow your scope to, say, one of my eyeballs and be fully focused on that, but the rest of the visual field is still there. Your ability to sustain your attention on things that are not very stimulating is very important when you want to relax. This is because let's say you got like 10 to 15 minutes to relax, and if you can't keep your attention from jumping on your anxious thoughts every 10 seconds, how do you expect to relax? Luckily for you, your attention, like any other skill, can be trained. Meditation is probably the best skill to train your attention, where you would try to place your attention on, let's say, your breath sensations and keep it there for as long as you can. But any other activity with a repetitive component can also do the trick. Like say you're taking a walk, you can try and place your attention on your feet and try to notice the slight weight shifts on every step. Once you notice, you are lost in thoughts, and in the beginning that will happen quite quickly. Simply congratulate yourself for noticing it and go back to the attention object. Eventually, you will be able to sustain your attention for longer and longer without getting lost in thoughts. When we're talking about relaxation, we have to talk about this protocol called non-sleep deep rest. It's a relaxation technique derived from an old yogi practice called Yoga Nidra. It is a super powerful way to quickly and deeply relax, and numerous studies have shown its benefits on the mental and physical level. It can help you replace sleep you have lost, it can help you fall asleep back easier if you've woken up in the middle of the night, it's terrific for enhancing learning, memory, and many other benefits. And the beauty of it all is that it is completely effortless. All you need to do is listen to a recording, be attentive, and that's it. I have shared my personal experience with this practice in a different video, and I have some of these recordings on my channel as well. Everything will be in the description if you're interested. One thing to keep in mind that while all you're doing is listening to a recording, don't think that deliberate breathing exercises or training your attention will not have an effect on it. Because trust me, it will, and it will take your ability to relax through the roof. It is a multi-dimensional skill, and in the same fashion, if say you were training for a marathon and you didn't eat or sleep properly, it could make or break your performance. I hope this has given you some new ideas on relaxation. That is all I wanted to share with you today. If you found this interesting, you might also enjoy this video where I talk about training your mind, or this video where I talk about how to start enjoying meditation. Thank you all so very much for watching, stay mindful, and I hope to see you in the next one.